Yeah. Hot Takes and Headlocks Podcast. Let's go. It goes Wrestling Podcast. Hot Takes and Headlocks. Got bars to leave you locked. Damn, look what I just.
Yeah. Welcome back to another episode of Hot Takes and Headlocks, baby. I'm your co-host, Nate the Great, here with my other co-host.
King Uno, baby. As y'all can see, yes. I am sitting
Uno,
down.
baby. Yeah, he's
Down.
my guy is handicapped, man. I just found this out before the podcast. It sucks, man.
Yeah, I'm a little handicapped now, so you feel me, but it's okay.
My guy thought that he was Blake Griffin in 2010 trying to dunk the ball and landed and said snap, and yeah, his ankle.
That is not
He tried to cross somebody up on the court and said, I crossed my own self up. So
ankle.
Yeah. My ankle. Yeah. So ankle gone. Other than that, he seemed like he's still in the good spirit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have good spirit when bad stuff happen to you. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
I'm doing well as well. We doing kind of an early podcast. Well, it's early for us. Y'all see it whenever y'all see it. But yeah, because they changed my work hours, so I gotta work earlier now. So yeah, that's why we're doing the podcast early. But yeah, we're gonna hurry up and get into it immediately. We're gonna skip SmackDown. SmackDown wasn't really too much to write home about. We're gonna give y'all the review of Night of Champions, Great American Bash, Monday Night Raw, and then NXT. So yeah, the usual. So let's get into it with the Night of Champions results. Obafemi wins the finals of the King of Ring tournament. So Obafemi is your new king.
The ruler of the Destroyer.
The ruler of the Destroyer is the new king. Yeah. So I'm happy about that. Thank God Jey Uso didn't win. It was.
How do you feel about that? Do you feel like he tapped, or do you feel like he was just hitting the match like
man? People been saying that a lot. I know. Freaking Oba didn't tap, but everybody's saying that he tapped. I did see the tap, but I'm like, bro, he was doing it to like get leverage and stuff like that. Even though he didn't mean to do it, I'm pretty sure he was just like, trying to
he was
like
just hitting like get that momentum.
Yeah, you're trying to like push up, and instead he was like tapping. So I don't know. I don't care what people say. It is what it is. Obafemi is your new king of the ring. And then sitting next to Obafemi on the throne is Io Sky. Io Sky is the new queen of the ring. Good job. And the reason why Io Sky is king of the ring, I'm gonna hate to say this, but shout out to Danhausen.
Wait. What did you say?
I said shout out to Danhausen. He was the one that cursed Liv Morgan.
Hell must have frozen over.
He was the one that cursed Liv Morgan before her match, and she went up, and the explosion happened, boom, and Io won. So yeah, and she said, "I am queen." Yeah, she was so cute when she said that. I'm like, oh man, look at her, man. I'm like, she happy.
Io's just so adorable. Bro.
Yeah.
She's like such an adorable person. Like, how can you not love her?
Yeah. Oh man, so going down the rest of the card, Seth Rollins beat Braun Breaker in a steel cage match. That steel cage match was pretty good. Yeah, that steel cage match was pretty good. I like how they like grabbed a whole bunch of weapons, and then Seth grabbed a chair, just looking, and then Braun was like, "Oh, you gonna grab some weapons? I can grab weapons too. Let me grab this trash can hood. Let me grab this table. Okay. Oh, I got a couple chairs too." And then the bell rang. They just sitting at each other like, "You make the first move." Yeah. What's up? And then they just start throwing hands and stuff. A little bit upset because this is where I thought that Mr. Splash Man, not Chris Smooth, but Mr. Splash Man, Bronson Reed was gonna return, but he didn't.
I think everybody thought he was gonna return.
Yeah, other than that, it was a good match. Let's see, fourth match. Trick Williams retains his United States Championship against Ricky Saints. Fire. Yachty helped out. He attacked Saints with the trick stick. They call it the trick stick. All right, cool. I didn't know that.
I wasn't shocked for Ricky forgetting Yachty evicted banned from ringside.
Yeah. Well, Yachty always deserved to get like removed from ringside, but he just don't get caught. So he finally got caught. But yeah, shout out to Trick and Ricky. Also shout out to Trick once again. Yeah. So excuse me. So then we get Tiffany Stratton retaining her women's United States Championship with the help of freaking Charlotte Flair and Chelsea Green. I'm like, all right, well,
that's a hell of a thing.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right. Well then, and then the last part, which I'm shocked and mad at this. I don't know. Like, I'm mad. I'm shocked. It's a whole bunch of emotions. Sami Zayn,
sad, mad, pissed off.
Sami Zayn finally won the big one and won the WWE Championship
on his 10th try.
Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't think that Sammy was gonna win it. When I think none of us saw Sammy winning it actually. But,
I think he's a transition champ. I think that's what it is. I think he's a transition champ.
Yeah, so
but hey, he got it done. So hey, shout out to him.
Yeah, I also saw a report. Speaking of that too, I saw a report that the original plan was for him to win at WrestleMania next year because it's gonna be in Saudi. But instead, they pulled the trigger now. So
I rather him just go ahead and not. He don't need a WrestleMania moment like that. He's not like I'm not disparaging Sammy. I like Sammy, but I don't think he's well. I didn't say he deserved it. I just don't think he's on that caliber of superstar where he deserves that win at Mania. I feel like King of the Ring, well, Night of Champions, whatever you want to call it, Night of Champions or whatever, was a decent area for him to win. The crowd still erupted. He still got a great ovation and everything, and he was in fun. So I feel like that was a cool, thing for him. Like I don't think he's graceful enough for like that top tier of a superstar to where he deserves that Mania moment and everything. I'm not discrediting Sammy. I like Sammy. I'm not a ride or die Sammy fan, but I shout out to him though. Like I said, I'm happy, mad, sad, pissed, confused, all in one. I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't know. Also, sir, you're kind of like lagging a little bit. I don't know if we gotta swap the phones again or what's going on.
I have to let me see. Go ahead and talk. Let me see what. Hold on. Go ahead and talk.
Bet. So so then going into the next day, NXT Great American Bash. We also had TNA Slammiversary Fire Show. For the people that didn't watch it, I would say go back and watch it. It was a pretty good show. I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't so it wasn't as good as NXT, but it was there. It was there. But yeah. So starting off with NXT Great American Bash, we got Tony D'Angelo winning and retaining his NXT championship against Naraku. The week before, Tony D'Angelo got smacked in the face with a fireball. So he was half blind. He couldn't see out of one eye. He had his eye bandaged up. Still recovering from the burns. And somehow, some way, Tony D'Angelo still won. So, yeah. Then we move on to. All right, dang. All right. Dang. All right. And then we get Zarya retaining her NXT Women's Championship against Tatum Paxley. That was a no-brainer. So. Then we get let's see, Shiloh Hill winning against Tristan Angels. Cool. Let's see. We get Ren Sinclair retaining her speed championship. We get Saquon Sugars beating Dion Lennox. That was a fire match. That was a good match.
Which we already happened.
Yep. Unfortunately, Dark State came out and hit a pop-up double power bomb on Dion Lennox and after the match. So yeah, power bomb. Yeah. So, and then we get Uno's guy Miles Bourne. He retained he retained the NXT North American Championship against Tavion Heights. That was a good match too. I thought Tavion had it, but Miles Bourne won. And then we get the main event. This made me mad. Kendall Gray actually won the NXT Women's Championship. The reason why this made me mad is, like I said, it was supposed to be Kalani's. At least that's how I feel. I think that it was supposed to be Kalani's. Kendall Gray, I'm not taking nothing away from Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray is a fire wrestler. For some reason, I just think that they're like pushing her a little bit too quick. At least Kalani been there for some years, and she never fought for the NXT title. So I feel like it was only right that they could have just gave her the title. But I guess I'm wrong. Shawn Michaels and Robert Stone and all them see it a different way. So yeah. So now let's get into some Raw talk.
I'm gonna reset my phone real quick. Go ahead. I'm gonna just join right back in.
All right, bet. So while Uno is restarting his phone, we are live from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Oba Femi comes out to the ring, and Oba Femi cuts a promo. He said, "That's good, that's fine. You see, that is a reception befitting for a ruler. But now you have to give me a reception befitting a king." Yeah. He said, "So ladies and gentlemen, your king of the ring, Oba Femi." Oba, 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 Very good. I told Jey Uso that destiny was on my side. He didn't believe until he stepped into this ring with me. Now he's a believer. But now that destiny has played out, she's not finished with me. She's still kind to me. So ladies and gentlemen, a choice has to be made. Wow. My bad. So yeah, Brock Lesnar pops up with Mr. Paul Heyman, and Brock Lesnar cuts the promo, and not Mr. Paul Heyman. Brock Lesnar says, "Ladies and gentlemen, your king of the ring, Oba Femi." My apologize, Oba. I have not watched the show. Everybody knows I don't watch the show, but congratulations, all right. At least he admitted, he was like, "Yeah, I don't watch the show," but he said, I was king of the ring once. He said, a long time ago. He said, now because I don't watch the show, I gotta rely on Mr. Heyman over here, and Mr. Heyman tells me that you got a pretty big decision to make. He said, maybe I can help you with that. Paul also tells me you're very good at calling names. He said, like when I'm not here. He said, you call Brock Lesnar a coward. When I'm not here, you call Brock Lesnar a
bitch.
Yeah. Thank you for the assist. He also tells me you cut a great promo, which I never really could. That's why I have Mr. Heyman here. But Oba,
I was down when he said that. I legit laughed when he said I lost it.
He said, but Oba, you know what they say. Talk ish. Get hit.
Oh,
Boom.
you will get hit.
Boom. A low blow. And then Brock Lesnar lifts him up and hit him with the F5. So yeah. So then Brock Lesnar walking back towards the stage. Obafemi rises to his feet. He said, hey. He said, this is exactly what you always do. You show up, you F5, you leave. You said I call you names behind your back. Well, guess what? You're in front of me. And you're still a
Bitch.
yeah. Thanks for the assist again. That's 2 assists. 2 assists in 5 minutes. So here's the deal. He said we could play cats and rats forever, or we could settle the score. Me and you, 1-on-1, Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. What is going to be? Yeah.
Like, so I didn't know that was happening.
So then Brock says, I accept, Oba, but here's one condition. He said, I'm going up against you, Oba. SummerSlam, Minneapolis, Hell in a Cell. I'm like,
yeah, that shit gonna get physical.
I'm like,
oh, that's gonna get physical
man. I'm like, oh man. So and what's funny about it too is that one of my friends hit me up. He was like, hey Nate, he liked them 2-day tickets. They $207. I'm like, I said, I already said I wasn't going. I said the only match I would want to go see is the Obafemi match now. I said I don't really care about the other match that I'm about to announce at the end, but I said yeah, the Obafemi match is the only one that I would probably want to see. So, but yeah, moving forward, we got Rey Mysterio versus Ethan Page, and Rey Mysterio won. So that was cool.
Who's that jumping out the sky?
R.E.Y. Mysterio. Here we go. So then we get Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough walks into Danhausen lab. They want to get their money back. McDonough says that he needs to get uncursed because he has a match tonight. And Mysterio tells JD to chill. Mysterio says that it would be better to make Danhausen come to them by selling a gift he got from the New York Knicks. And they snatched his New York Knicks jersey. So, yeah. I was like, dang. I was like, they snatched the jersey? All right. So then Mr. Joseph Hendry, I don't know where this man been, but he finally arrived. He did he was trying to do a concert. Yeah. So Joseph Hendry is out there with the crowd with a guitar in hand, getting ready to do a concert. He said, say his name because he has appeared. Now who's ready for a Joe Hendry concert? Yay! He said, now we can't get started until we introduce our special guest. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear some noise for the new World Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits. I bring the swag like nobody cares a bit about it. I got it, yeah. Hey.
Fucking love the Street Profits. Not the water bottle holder. You was a fool.
Yeah. Also, can you not turn your camera on, or is it just?
I'm still trying. It's still kind of laggy.
It's still laggy. Okay. All right, bet. So Montez said, "Don't I look good in the suit?" I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "My guy came out with the cheetah print leopard suit." I'm like, "What the?"
Yeah. I was a cheetah girl back in his day.
Man, it was a gold cheetah print suit. I'm like, okay, that's drip. I'm like, I ain't never seen no gold cheetah print. What in the world? But yeah, he was like, WWE Universe, we are so overwhelmed with the support and love you have showed us for the last week. Now the love is unexpected, and that is the reason why we have a few people to thank. First of all, the WWE Universe. And then Dog is like, yeah. And then he's like, no, Dawkins, I don't think they heard me. I said the WWE Universe. Yeah. He said, hey, man, we just want to thank y'all for rocking with me and my brother for the last 10 years. I didn't know it's been that long. It haven't felt like it's been that long.
Like, damn.
10 years is crazy, all right? So, yeah, 10 years is crazy, but all right. He said, and always believing that the profits are up. Secondly, I'm sweating. He said, secondly, he said, you may know him as a visionary. You may know him as a revolutionary. This industry knows him as the greatest of all time in this mat. I'm talking about Seth freaking Rollins. And then Angelo said, yeah, hey, look, thanks to Seth, all that karma caught up with the vision. And now we're looking at those boys from the rear view mirror, baby. And Montez said, yeah. And last but not least, Atlantic City, we want to thank the main man you came to see tonight, Joe Hendry. Yeah. He said, because Joe last week in the tag team championship match, oh man, it was beautiful. It was Docs. It was Docs. It was me. It was you. It was Seth. It was the WWE Universe. It was like a beautiful song. And Angelo said, it was a beautiful song. And it sounded just like this. And then Joe Hendry started singing the song. He said, we got the new tag team champs. Everybody please make some noise. We're in Atlantic City. A celebration with all the boys. There will be no Braun Breaker. And we won't hear Logan talk. There will be no Paul Heyman. Because he's occupied with Brock Lesnar. he said, and then there's Austin Theory. Austin Theory cries himself to sleep at night since John Cena destroyed him on the mic.
Damn.
He said, now he's in the vision and nobody cares. And then Austin Theory comes out. He's a cut the music. Well, looks like we got some thieves in that ring that stole my championships. He said, what was that, Joe? He said, you mentioned John Cena? The same John Cena that I beat at WrestleMania? He's saying, oh, y'all out here jumping around, being excited, celebrating, but I'm a little confused. Maybe it's because I know something that you don't. I already talked to Adam Pearce. And next week, they're going to be a rematch for those tag team championships. Then Angelo Dawkins said, I mean, hey, if that's what you really want, but is the dog going to be healthy enough? He's looking a little banged up. But if you really want him to get hurt again, then that's on your hands, fam.
Yeah, fam.
He said, oh, it's on my hands, fam?
Aaron Austin Theory say fam.
Oh, it's on my hands, fam? He said, let me tell you something. Next week, the dog is going to be off the leash. And Joe, man... And Joe, man, I gotta say, I really appreciate you making your last song tonight about me. He said, because just like you said, John Cena destroyed me on the mic, because just like I'm about to destroy you in this ring tonight. He said, you're about to destroy me in this ring tonight? I have to say, Joe says no. And you know what? Since you interrupted my concert, we could wait till later, or we can do this right now. Yay! Joe. So then we get this match, you can tell that this match was quick because it was 2 paragraphs worth of stuff. 2 small paragraphs. Joe Hendry wins by pinfall. Boom. So then let's see. We got Adam Pearce talking to Raquel, blah, blah, blah. And then we get... Without Dakota, Rhea, Asuka, Kyrie, all them gone. But yeah.
We just got the Asian.
But yeah, EO came out and she said, I am super duper grateful to come back to the U.S. as the queen. I don't know why I love when she do that. Like I said,
she's so adorable,
yeah,
bro.
she's
It's like how can you not love it?
yeah. Oh
But
man. Oh yeah, you gonna have to turn off the camera again, bro. You lacking again.
That's what I'm trying to see.
All I saw,
trying to see.
all I saw was your smile, and then it said, "Nee."
Not me.
I'm like, dang. Oh man, I'm like, all right.
My new Wi-Fi should be here tomorrow. I'm getting new Wi-Fi, so it should be here tomorrow.
Bet.
The next episode will be good. We like,
and then Liv Morgan came out, blah blah blah, and EO got jumped by the Judgment Day. It was crazy. I thought that EO was gonna have somebody that came out to help her, but apparently not. So then we get LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso, and Jay Uso is on commentary. That was some of the worst commentary I ever heard during a match. Especially from a wrestler that's out there, saying something. This dude Jay Uso was out there. Every other sentence was, "Come on, Big Jim." And then Cole would ask him a question. He was like, "Yeah, Big Jim." What you say, Cole? I wasn't paying attention. What? Oh yeah, I don't remember that. Hey, LA, stop.
I feel like Jay had a little bit too much to drink.
LA, stop cheating. You cheating. I'm like, bro, what the? I'm like, man, get him off the commentary booth. I'm like, get him out of here, bro. I'm like, what are we doing? But yeah, anyway, Solo Sikoa came out and helped LA Knight again for a second week. Samoan spiking Jimmy Uso. And yeah, LA Knight won with the BFT. So yeah. Let's see. Lyra Valkyria promo. I ain't gonna lie. Lyra Valkyria looks decent. Now, the only thing is that I hope that when they change her character, well, they change her character to heel, but like, I hope they give her like a good representation of heel work, because we only seen her as a face. We never seen her as a heel. So I'm hoping that they like actually know what they're doing when it comes to Lyra turning heel. So we'll see. Yeah, so I don't know. But then we get Maxine Dupree and Raquel Rodriguez squash match. Raquel Rodriguez beat the mess out of Maxine. That was crazy.
Maxine had a little offense,
Yeah, a little offense, but nah, it wasn't much. So then we get, let's see what we get. Danhausen found his laboratory completely trashed. We hear Liv Morgan laughing. Danhausen wants to know what he did to make her so upset. She said, first of all, he stole $100,000 from Dom and electrocuted JD. And worst of all, he caused Liv her chance at being queen of the ring. Liv says that Danhausen is going to make this right, or the Judgment Day is going to continue making his pathetic little life heck. Yeah.
Hell, but
Yeah. Liv flicks her hair at Danhausen and walks away. And then we get Chad Gable versus JD Madonna with Dominic Mysterio coming out in the Danhausen made custom New York Knicks jersey. I ain't gonna lie, it fit him well too. He was rocking it. He was rocking it. I'm like, okay. It made Dom look like an actual baller. But
it really did.
But this was a good match too. JD Madonna, Chad Gable. Chad Gable wins with an ankle lock, and then Danhausen came out there, tried to steal his jersey back, and then Raquel Rodriguez attacked Danhausen from behind and stole the jersey back from Danhausen. So yeah, so now they fighting over a jersey. So yeah,
Danhausen is the most over thing in WWE right now. I ain't gonna fake.
No, but yeah,
he is, man. You gonna quit hating on Danhausen?
So then we get the Tribal Chief coming out to the ring. Yeah, the Tribal Chief coming out to the ring. So Throw it the one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Throw it the one. And then he says, Atlantic City, acknowledge me. Burn it down. Ding, 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 burn it down. All right. So then Seth said, hello, my brother. He said, 14 years. 14 years. You and I have been tied together from this moment all the way to the formation of the Shield. He said, you call it fate, you call it destiny, you call it whatever you want. But it feels very fitting to me that we are here in this moment right here in Atlantic City. Yeah. He said, you are in possession of a title that belongs to me. Yes, my brother, it is time to collect. Roman said, collect? Collect? You must be confused or something. You're in the back of the line. You haven't done anything of late to earn a shot at the tribal chief. And then Seth said, all right. He said, look, he said, you can play this game with everybody else in that locker room, but you can't play with me. He said, when it comes to you, I am at the front of the line. He said, because for everything that you have done, you owe me. He said, for everything that you become, everything that you are, I owe you. He said, I own you in this ring. He said, I owe you here. He said, I owe you right here, pointing at the title. He said, and I have for the last 14 years. You want proof? Let's go back to WrestleMania 41. Triple threat match. I pinned you in the center of this ring and took your wise man. Ooh. He said, walk it back a year before that, WrestleMania 40. I sacrificed myself so Cody Rhodes can end your reign of terror. Speaking of that reign of terror, for 4 years, you were unstoppable. You beat everybody except one person. And then I was thinking, I was like, did he beat Seth during that title reign? he did beat Seth during that title reign though. Cause he
did.
He choked him out at the Royal Rumble.
When he had to shield your own.
Yeah, he choked him out at the Royal Rumble. I was there live. Yeah. That was one of the worst Rumbles I seen. I was there live and I wasn't happy. And then on top of that, I caught COVID at that Royal Rumble. So that's how you know it was bad. I'm like, all right. So yeah, he's lying, saying that, hey, you haven't beat me. Yes, he choked you out, Seth. He choked you out, but yeah, I guess it don't count. He said, I could walk it back even further if you want. He said, I could walk it back to the greatest cash in the history of WrestleMania. I took your main event and you couldn't do a thing about it. He said, I own you. He said, I own you since the day I put a steel chair in your back and ended the Shield. I was like, why he had to bring?
I'm Roman like, when he bring that up, Roman's
I'm like, man. I said, why he had to bring that up, bro? I'm like, I was heated that day.
That day lives in wrestling fans' heads scot free. Like that was a traumatic experience for us.
It was the day before my birthday too.
Oh damn!
The day before my 18th birthday, bro. I was pissed. Man, I'm like,
that boy should have become an adult in peace.
Man, I'm like, yeah, grown man. Man, I hate you, Seth. Yeah, I couldn't do nothing about it. I'm like, dang. He said, I'm not here to ask you anything, Roman. As a matter of fact, I'm here to give you something. I'm here to give you something nobody else in the world could give you. And I'll tell you why. Because everything that you say you are, everything that these people believe that you are that. You are that great. You have done it all. You have won every title there is to win. You have main evented every show there is to main event. You have WrestleMania. Your WrestleMania main event record will never ever be broken. But there's one thing that you have not been able to do is beat me. And like I said, I went back into it. I'm like, Seth, he choked you out, but we not gonna go. You know, he cooking right now. I'm like, he cooking. I'm like,
But look, you got it. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you
I'm like, he cooking. I'm like, I'm gonna shut up. He cooking. And he said, I'm here to give you the opportunity, and I'm going to be real with you right now. He said, I'm going to be real with all of you right now. This is maybe. Dang. Hold on one sec. I might have to cut this out. Hold up.
All right. Hold on, guys. Mention they taking a phone call, but I just want to say real quick, I appreciate you guys for tuning into our podcast, listening to us each and every episode. Whether you guys can just listen to us, watch us, comment on our videos, we appreciate all the love and support. And give us SummerSlam predictions, man. Make sure you guys drop your SummerSlam predictions down in the comments. Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar, Theo versus Liv, Seth versus Roman. Let us know your comments, your opinions of like who you think gonna win and whatnot. And what topics would you guys like us to discuss here on the podcast as well? Because we are a wrestling podcast. So if it's like a wrestling, if it's a company you want us to cover, let us know like whether it's NJPW, AEW, TNA, whatever it is, man. If you guys want us to cover another company, let us know and we can try to, work that into the schedule of things. But most importantly, we really appreciate you guys for everything you guys do for us, listening to us, sharing us, liking us, comment on the videos, all that great things, man. So keep it up. You guys keep doing that, and we'll keep bringing the great content for you guys. And hopefully, we can keep this podcast rolling. We can keep this going, and eventually do meet and greets and all that type of good things. Also, make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube, Hot Takes and Headlocks Podcast, because we are almost to 50 subs. I think we're like 47, 48 subs, something like that. We need you guys to go ahead and hit that sub button for sure. I love you guys. We appreciate you guys. And just for my boy Nick. Oh, oh, oh. I'm doing a little Brown Breaker bark, just for him. He didn't hear that because he had his headphones on, so we're not gonna that I did that. So it's okay. But yeah. Also, don't forget to guys, to share the videos too. Like when you guys watch the video, share it to your friends, man. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your coworkers. Share it out to us, man. We just two wrestling fans trying to grow and keep things going and talk about the sport that we love. And like we couldn't do this without you guys. So you guys are truly, truly amazing. We appreciate you guys and make sure you guys keep doing what you guys are doing and we keep doing what we do and we keep bringing that great energy and that content and content that you guys want to hear. But until then, wrestling has more than one royal family. Adrenaline, so out of control. Do it all and get them on the feet. What do you say? Crowd is here, about to blow. Waiting for me to start the show. Out the guys, lights go out, boom. Wow. Dun, dun, dun. My father said. Let me chill out, chat. But no, I appreciate y'all though, chat. We really do appreciate you guys. Yeah, make sure you guys can follow us on YouTube, Hot Takes Headlocks Podcast, TikTok, Hot Takes Headlocks Podcast, Twitter, Hot Takes Headlock. That's HOTTAKESHEADLOC. That's our Twitter, Hot Takes Headlock. Man, make sure you guys can follow our Twitter. Make sure you guys follow me, King Official on IG, King Official on TikTok. Nate will give you all of his socials, later. But make sure you guys just follow us, man. Keep up to date with us, and we just truly appreciate the love and support. And we're just gonna wait till Nate gets back because Nate had to take care of some business real quick, and we just wait now, chat. Excuse me. But yeah, Chad, hopefully next podcast I can be back up on my feet. I gotta sit down and be limited to what I can do right now. I messed around, like I said, I got an acute stress fracture in my ankle. Pretty much like the smallest bone in my ankle is the one that I fucked around and broke. So yeah. And Nate is back, guys. Here he comes. He just got off the phone. Nate is coming back.
All right, my bad. So
Good, brother.
yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah. This may be your last chance to close that loop. You and me, we came into this company together. We came through that crowd. We knocked down the door. We kicked the old generation to the curb. We made this place our own. We created the greatest generation in the history of this industry. You and me, we did that together. He said, but man, we are much closer to the end than we are to the beginning. Just like it was when we came in, young, hungry, ready to take over. There's a new generation of young men and women coming in here ready to do the same thing to us. So I say again, this may be our last chance to do this dance, brother. What do you want your legacy to be? When you are retired, you will go down as one of the greatest of all time, no doubt about it. Probably number one. You are a surefire Hall of Famer. He said they should just give you your own Hall of Fame show. He said you'll be the only one, and I might even be there to induct you. But if you don't accept this challenge, you will never be able to escape the ghost of Seth Rollins. So what do you say, brother? For old time's sake.
The bad part is, I can see Seth being the one to induct Roman.
I'm pretty like they're gonna go in as a Shield, but then like as single competitors, yeah, I can see them like inducting each other into the Hall of Fame as like singles competitors. So yeah,
that'd be dope. I feel like that'd be dope if they let them do that. Like let Roman induct Seth and let Seth induct Roman. That'd be fire. Because they literally, like Seth wasn't lying. They came in and they took over. They had one of the greatest factions in history. They literally ran wrestling. Like they did that. So
yeah.
he ain't lying.
So then Roman says, it's been a long time since any truth had come out of your mouth, little brother. And I was like, little brother.
Always trying to lure somebody.
Yeah, and I was like, little brother. And then I thought, I'm like, ain't y'all the same age? And then somebody in my chat was like, no, he's like a year older than Seth. I'm like, oh. I'm like, all right. He said, but you're right. He said, I don't want to beat you. I need to beat you.
That's that Justify too. I don't need that title. I don't want that title. I need that title.
Yeah, so then when he said I need to beat you, that's when I text you. I was like, I need to beat you.
He said, funny because I was gonna text you that, but you beat me to the punch.
I need my entire family to witness me beating you. And at SummerSlam, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I accept, brother. And then yeah, so Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns at SummerSlam for the WWE Championship. I mean, not WWE Championship, the World Heavyweight Championship. My bad. So yeah, bang, and we actually making good segue. We on the last show with 44 minutes in. So yeah, bow. And I got to cut out a whole bunch of stuff because people want to call me and call me and you know all this other stuff and.
I already gave them our socials, and my social, you just got to do yours at the end.
That dang, you couldn't wait. All right.
And I didn't know what to talk about during that time. And I was just telling we thank you guys for tuning in and listening. We appreciate our support and this and the third, and also did something special for you. But because I'm a real brother, I'm gonna do it again because I said I would never do this, but I'm gonna be a real brother. There's your Brian Murphy for you. You feel me? There you go. Don't ever say I do that
this
for you.
Dude, man, you gonna make me cry now, man.
I did that when he was on mute. I'm like, they can't hear this, so we're not gonna tell them I did it. And then I did the part. We're not gonna tell them I did it.
All right. So let's see. NXT Kendall Gray celebration. I'm not about to read what Kendall Gray says, but I will read what Kalani Jordan says. Well, Kalani Jordan showed up and popped out, and she was like, seriously? Seriously, be for real now. You guys are gonna come out here and eat cake and celebrate because you finally won after getting opportunity after opportunity. I'm like, yeah, talk to him, Kalani. Yeah, her, not him, but her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
You know, you have to talk to him. That's EM. That don't necessarily mean like him or her. Like, you
yeah.
know, just talk to him.
Talk
No,
to him.
EM. Like,
Talk to him. Yeah.
you feel me?
Said, must be nice. So how about this? How about you give me the chance that I so deserve at that NXT Women's Championship? Because after everything that I've done, everything that I accomplished, I didn't even get my match at the Bash. Instead, I was viciously attacked by a lunatic just for speaking the truth. And then Tatum Paxley showed up, and then her and Kalani started fighting towards backstage. And that's how the segment ended. Yay. So then out of nowhere, we hear some noise backstage. Keanu Carver attacked Vinkingo. I'm like, what the heck are you doing, Keanu? I'm like, man. I said, dog. I was so hyped for that match because it was supposed to be Vinkingo versus EK Prosper for the champion for the Latin American AAA Championship. I'm like, oh, this match finna cook. As soon as the show started, Keanu Carver attacked Vinkingo backstage. I'm like, God dang it, Keanu, what are you doing?
He gonna make them pay.
Yeah, so then Robert Stone pops up. He was like, yo, what are you doing? He said, I told you. He said, I told you. He said, I'm taking out everybody until I get my title shot. So yeah, so I'm like, dang, man. I'm like, all right. So then let's see. So then Kalani Jordan runs into Robert Stone in the training room. She asked Stone, did he see what happened with Tatum Paxley? He said no. He said, but because he was canceling the AAA Latin American Championship match, and he's looking for Keanu Carver. Kalani said she doesn't care because Tatum is unhinged. Stone says that he had enough of Kalani being. I didn't know that he said that. I thought he said bickering, but he said
I thought he said big buddy.
yeah, he said that. I'm like, all right, well,
Kalani ain't even bitching. She's taking facts. Fuck
yeah.
nigga.
So he said, if you want a match with Tatum so bad, you can have it tonight in the main event. So then Keanu Carver shows up and he said, that's what happened when you give EK Prosper title shots before me. And then Robert Stone said, you know what? I had it with you. You fighting EK Prosper tonight. And I was like, I still would have wanted Vinkingo, but I'm like, hey, Keanu Carver, you know, about to fight tonight, so we good. So then we get the first match, Vanity Project against Dr. Wagner Jr. and Galeno. And the Vanity Project retained. So yeah. Then we get he's big, he's bad, he body slammed your dad, Mason Rook against Jackson Drake. And oh yeah, Jackson Drake won this match. Wait, how did he win again? I'm trying to. Oh wait. Oh, that's how he won. Oh yeah. I remember now. Freaking Mila Lockwood, the big buff girl, grabbed Mason Rook. Huh?
I said Blastoise.
Yeah. He grabbed Mason Rook's foot while he was getting pinned, so he couldn't kick out. And that's how Jackson Drake won. I'm like, all right. So yeah. So then we coming out of commercial break, Robert Stone is talking to Callie Armstrong. I would play the Nasty Dancer, but I don't have my soundboard up. So I can't play the Nasty Dancer, Dancer for money. I'm a free
No, yeah, boy.
dancer, dancer for money. Do what you want me to do. Still put the arms up.
Feel me? You got to.
Yeah. So
Did you put the Nasty Dancer on the merch?
Not yet. I still got it on my phone. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna get a Nasty Dancer shirt. I ain't gonna lie. I'm definitely gonna get a Nasty Dancer shirt.
Yeah, I haven't.
The Nasty Dancer.
Yeah, I haven't done anything yet, but yeah. So, but yeah, we get Keanu Carver and EK Prosper match. And Keanu Carver ended up win. Oh wait, no, EK Prosper won again. I'm like, what the heck? Yeah. What happened? It was something stupid that happened. Oh, freaking Tank threw Keanu Carver through a barricade while the referee had his back turned. And I'm like, ain't no way they're finna have Keanu lose again. He lost 2 straight weeks.
And they wonder why he crashing out.
And they did. So I'm like, all right, well. So then let's see. So then this was the part that I got pissed off at too. So Natalia came into Robert Stone's office talking to Kendall Gray. Natalia said, "Hey, I should be her first title defense because I have a compelling case. Look at my resume." And Robert Stone said, "You know what? You right." I'm like, what? I'm like, what? I'm like, she haven't done nothing. She got to NXT. I'm like, the only thing she done was she fought freaking Jada Parker one time. That's it. And then it was like
nothing in the month of Sundays.
And then it was like, all right, you know what? Next week, Kendall Gray versus Natalia for the NXT Championship. I'm like, oh my god, bro. I said, I don't even know if I want to watch NXT next week. I said that's probably gonna be one of the worst episodes ever. Like, what are we doing?
See, now you know why.
Now you see why I don't watch NXT.
Man,
You're like, no, they ain't no excuse.
Because originally they announced a fatal 4-way match, and I thought it was for the NXT like #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship, but it's #1 contender for the NXT Women's North American Championship, and it's gonna be Izzy Dame, Lizzie Rain, Thea Hill, and Layla Diggs. And when I first heard it, I was like, man, that fatal 4-way finna be trash. Because I thought it was for the NXT Women's Championship, but then I found out it was for the North American title. I was like, okay, that's cool. I'm like, that's cool. So, but yeah, so
that's cool.
But yeah, so then we get Miss Parker, Jada Parker against Carmen Petrovich.
Hey, hands up. You don't just make the Miss Parker. Thank you. You feel me? Come on now. Thank you. Yes, sir.
All right. So yeah. Nasty dance for Miss Parker. Also nasty dance for Carmen Petrovich.
He said, The boy, chat, do y'all hear licking his lips? All right, so Mercedes Moné or Carmen Petrovich?
No comment. You put me in a tough situation. I thought
Mercedes was your wife.
Mercedes is my wife, but Carmen.
He said, but Carmen. For all audio listeners, please don't watch the video of this.
Yeah, Jada Parker. But yeah, Jada Parker won with the hypnotic, and then she hit the deja vu, which is a sit down power bomb. Well, it's like a sit down spine buster for the win. So yeah.
She hit me with her.
See.
I ain't gonna lie.
So then Tony D'Angelo came out. He cut a promo. Cool. We skipped past this. Uno's guy, Miles Bourne, talking to Ren Sinclair. But yeah, see, all right, now I wish that I didn't mention this part because I know for sure you about to make a joke. You probably gonna make a joke anyway. But what happened was Ren Sinclair and Miles Bourne was talking backstage, And
No. She was talking and he
no
was
no
trying
no
to
no
listen.
no. Let me finish. Miles Bourne and Rhea Sinclair was talking backstage, and then they were talking about she was like it sucks that you have to fight Tavion like that, and then all of a sudden she was like, Tavion 4 o'clock, and Miles said what? She was like, oh yeah, I forgot that you can't. Hey, I'm like, what? I said if Uno was watching this, I said I bet that he would have a whole bunch of stuff to say.
Nah, I forgot you can't.
She literally said, I forgot you can't. Hey, I'm like, what the? I'm like, oh my God. I said, why? I said, Ren, why you do that?
You better be so lucky I didn't watch NXT this past week, because I promise you, bro. The clips I would have unloaded, bro. I promise you.
I said, Ren, why you do that, bro? I said, now you just gave more fuel to Uno to make on the podcast. I'm like, what the world? I think it might be on YouTube. Yeah, it might be on YouTube.
I might have to go watch it. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna do
what the heck? Okay, so this isn't wrestling news, but Malik Beasley pleads not guilty to gambling charges. How in the world did he get out of that? How did he how did he get away from that, bro? Bro was supposed to be going to jail.
No, he pled not guilty. No, he pled not guilty. They still got to do the trial and shit.
Oh.
He pled not guilty. He wasn't found not guilty. He pled not guilty. Him and Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier pled not guilty too.
Who's that? Man.
Oh, speaking of basketball, where's your dad at? I need your dad, because why the frick did we get Paul George? He gave up JB for old ass, broke down ass, no knees ass, can't shoot a damn free throw, mid-range, no three, no nothing ass, punk ass Paul George.
Yeah, I told my dad as soon as I came in from work, because he didn't know about it either. He was like, well, he said, I'm happy that Jaylen Brown is gone. He said he messed it up. He did it himself. I'm like, all right. I'm like, that's all you got to say about it? He was like, yep. So yeah, but shout out to Paul George. So yeah, but yeah, that's what happened with Rance Clear and Miles Bourne. Like, it was crazy. Like I said, as soon as I saw that, I just put my head down and I was like, I said, oh man, I said, Uno finna have all the fuel in the world on the podcast.
Hey, you better just be lucky that I did not watch it, because if I watched it, bro, I promise
you know what? As a matter of fact, real quick, I'm gonna see if I can find it on YouTube real quick. I'm gonna talk while I'm doing it.
I'm sure it's up there.
But yeah, if it is on here, I'm sending this directly to you. So yeah. Hold up. What the heck? June 30th. Okay. Hold up. Scroll down some more. They don't have it on here. Maybe it's in the hot. Nah, it wouldn't be in the highlights. I don't know. They ain't got it. But yeah, that's what happened. So then Tony D'Angelo cut a promo. We'll skip that. And then we get the main event of the show, Kalani Jordan and Tatum Paxley. And guess what, Uno? Guess what?
Kalani won.
Kalani won. I've been trying to tell people. It was only two. It was two fans in the crowd that I liked too, because one of them made a her sign, but it looks like it had the one in it, like how Carmelo Hayes right him. You know what I'm saying? But they put it in the E. So I was like, yeah, that's fine. So then the other one says, Lonnie is the queen of NXT. And I was like, yeah. I said, let them know. Because they playing with me, bruh. And then after that, Tatum Pasley got attacked by who? Debuting Nikki Blackheart. I don't know if you know who Nikki Blackheart is. I only know a little bit of Nikki Blackheart. But yeah, she debuted last night. I mean, wait, last night? Yeah, today's Wednesday.
Yeah,
last
last
night. So yeah, she put the boots to Tatum Pasley and then hit her with a torture rack. And that's how that's how the show went off. So yeah. I forgot what name they're gonna give Nikki. They're gonna give Nikki Blackheart a new name. I forgot what her name is, but
I
yeah,
need
she
Kodak in
showed up.
WWE.
You need who?
Kodak. I need him in WWE.
Bojack.
I
so
need him in
so for
WWE,
all the
bro.
audio listeners too, Uno finally figured out who Bojack was. If y'all don't know who Bojack was, Bojack is like a 550-pound dude that could do some crazy moves in the ring. He from DPW. He fought. He was DPW champion at one point. I think it was during like the early years of DPW, but it was him and Calvin Tankman running shot. Like it was crazy. Calvin Tankman is another dude that I want you to look at too, because Calvin Tankman nice too.
Okay.
I think I don't know if he's still on MLW or not. I know that he was in MLW at one point. I don't know what's going on with Bojack. I don't know where he wrestle at now. But yeah. Also, before we end the podcast, in other news, there is news that Big Cass and Enzo and also Baron Corbin has re-signed with WWE and they're on their way back.
Only thing I ask is with them bringing Baron Corbin back, bring back the Lone Wolf Corbin. Bring back Lone Wolf Corbin. Please.
I say actually
Even
book
if he's
him.
bald-headed still, that's cool.
Actually book
Just
him
give
for
me that
like
gimmick of Lone Wolf.
if y'all bring him back, actually book him for some stuff. Don't just have him, do some crazy stuff because it's Baron Corbin. And also, man, if y'all bringing back the Enzo and Cass, bro, give them the tag team titles, please. Have them beat R-Truth and Damian Priest. I'll be cool. I'll be cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But like, if y'all just bringing back,
funny. Can you imagine Enzo and Truth as a tag team, bro? That gimmick right there would be hilarious.
How you doing? I'm doing very well. How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Like, man.
But yeah, so I heard rumors about that. Also heard rumors about Zilva signing with WWE. Apparently he signed already. I guess he's just waiting to show up and waiting for creative and stuff. So
I'm going to say what everybody else is going to say. Oh, he's going to show up at SummerSlam to help Roman beat Seth. I'm going to go ahead and say it like everybody else is going to say it. He's going to show up at SummerSlam because he just signed. So when he debut at SummerSlam to help Roman, blah, 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 shut the hell up.
Oh yeah. Also, one more thing, and I want your opinion on this. So I saw an article yesterday. I saw an article yesterday. It has to do with me because I call myself a wrestling content creator, even if I'm not all the way there. But apparently WWE is facing backlash because it's these two wrestling content creators, Johnny and Marissa. Shout out to y'all. They have a podcast as well. I mean not a podcast, but like streams and stuff. And what they usually do is they stream the shows like how I do, where they have the the noise in the background. They stream their reactions, stuff like that. They post them on Twitter, social media, TikTok, all of that stuff, and do the same thing. It's just that they're higher on the totem pole. So what happened was WWE is facing backlash because they banned their TikTok channel, but yet they went to their stream and grabbed their reaction from Night of Champions to put over the Sami Zayn part. And they said, hey, we didn't give them permission to do this. Also, it's funny because they banned our TikTok channel. So why are they doing this?
How you gonna ban us for wanting to use our shit? I'd have been suing my man.
So what's your opinion on that?
WWE is literally just trying to control like every little thing. Like I get like you don't want no copyright, this, that, and the third. Okay, we're not showing we're just listening to. We're not showing anything. You can't sue us or be mad at us for listening to you. Like the hell, I'm not showing it for free. I'm not trying to take money out your you feel me? I'm trying to take money out of your pocket or from your company or whatever, just because you feel me. So when they do shit like that, that shit is annoying as fuck. And then like, how you gonna ban a TikTok channel, but then try to use their fucking reactions? If that's the case, unban their channel. If they did anything wrong, no. Did they try to say this and the third? No. You can't try to be like, oh well, we're gonna ban your channel, but yet and still we're gonna use your reaction video for this. No, because if that's the case, run me my money. Just like y'all want y'all money because y'all want like copyright or whatever. Y'all think I'm trying to take y'all money? Give me my money. I didn't say you can use my reaction. No. Just like y'all shit is protected without use for pictures or videos without use from WWE is strictly prohibited. You using my shit is strictly prohibited. Don't use my shit. Don't use my reaction. Don't none of that. So I stand with them. So if they want to sue them or whatever the case is, I stand with them wholeheartedly because you can't try to block them and or ban them or whatever, but then use their reaction video. How that makes sense? That's like me coming to your house. Hey Nate, we ain't friends no more, but I'm about to come over there and watch wrestling. Like, make it make sense. No, the fuck you not. Like, what we talking about here?
Be like, hey, what's up, mom? That no, what you doing here? Nothing, man. I just kicking my feet up. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't watch wrestling at the house, so I came over here to watch wrestling. Bro, we not cool no more. Yeah, so that doesn't matter though. I can still come over here and watch your TV. No, get out my house. No, I think you mean stay. I think you mean stay in the house. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stay in your house. No. Get out my house. We not cool no more. No. You right. You right. It isn't cool outside. It's hot as crap outside. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm inside. Like, all right. So, but yeah. Shout out to Johnny and Marissa. I know them a little bit. From like the early stages of TikTok, when I first started doing stuff. I don't talk to them at all, but like I know them from other TikTok creators and stuff. So shout out to them. They've been doing pretty good as far as their streams on Twitch and Twitter and all of that stuff. And Johnny is a very good person to listen to when it comes to takes and opinions for wrestling. So shout out to them. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Finished the show in a decent time, a little bit over an hour, so that's it. Yeah, Uno already said the socials, so
You gotta give them yours, Mr. Nate Bump, because I ain't know all of yours. I'm like Nate gonna tell y'all his own.
If y'all missed the socials, Hot Takes and Headlocks, dang near everywhere y'all go. Hot Take and Headlock on Twitter. You know what I'm saying, with a C. With a C. And follow us everywhere you at. Follow me, Nate the Great, on YouTube. Come follow me over there. Nate the Great Coleman on Twitch, Kick, and Instagram. And then Nathan Coleman on Facebook if y'all want to follow me on Facebook. And Uno's favorite, Nate Bomb, on Twitter.
Nate Bomb.
I haven't been on Twitter lately. I've been slacking a lot lately when it comes to a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah. Other than that,
sir.
Yeah, I'm trying to, bro. I be tired, bro. I be tired. So, but yeah, that's it. That is it. Let's get up out of here. We love y'all, man. We will see y'all sometime this weekend. The 4th of July is Saturday. Oh yeah, happy early 4th of July to everybody. So we'll probably do this either Friday or Sunday probably. I'm off Friday, so hopefully I can get some rest enough to stream, and then
make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and this has been y'all warning shot. So
yeah. So yeah, we'll catch
y'all
up.
get no other ones. It's your one and only.
Yeah, one and only Warner shot, and that is it, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. God bless, and we'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace.
Yes, sir. Peace.